to do this video basically. I don't know, I wanted to talk about this. I'm gonna do another video, that's a reactional video, probably a video I agree with. It's gonna be on a channel that is specifically more in the idea of how I see things when it comes to dating and relationships and things of that nature. The person isn't black though. I hope people don't get too angry at that, because, some people, I don't think on my channel people would, because usually people know on my channel I don't really have an issue with people who are of other races. It's just me. I don't have an issue with the white people, white men, white women, black people, black men, black women, and so forth. That's just not my thing. But I was coming on here to basically talk about that because, out of everything, I am definitely a pygmy. And, there are sometimes, like, the comment on the screen where people will say, I get the feeling this is a pygmy channel. And it's like, I think on the idea of pygmy, what they have to say about pygmies, I'm like, I probably fit in that category, honestly. But the thing is, it's just not for black men. I'm not a pygmy for black men because I'm not attracted to them, so they're not an option. So, I mean, if you're wanting to find a man who you are interested in and your strategy is more what you call pygmy or whatever, you're not going to have the target being black men if you're not attracted to black men, kind of thing. And, I just wanted to put that out there because I feel like, honestly, these YouTube sectors, people always have the idea that if you are for divestment, if you're a spoiler, if you are into interracial dating, then you are automatically hateful towards people with a different dating strategy or things of that nature. You have a specific dating strategy that is more like hypergamous. I'm just not really the type that is really hypergamous. That's not one of the things I care about, really. I don't care about money. I care about just obviously don't have any faults that hinder you from making money to the sense of being completely a disaster, basically. You get what I mean? Like, you are dysfunctional of some sort. To me, this more so means emotionally rather than actually having to do with monetary success to me, you know. But at the same time, I'm not really traditional either, and I'm not feminine. So, I mean, like, there are different types of platforms I kind of like relate to more than others. And to me, at the end of the day, I think people need to find people who are compatible with them. I don't think we all are going to be hypergamous. I don't think we all are going to be sugar babies. I don't think we all are going to be traditional housewives. I don't think we all are going to be Barb the Builder. I don't think we are all going to be any certain sector of the dating strategies, basically, of YouTube, or the different representations of the strategy, basically. I think we all vary, and our preferences and our interests in whatever race we're interested in don't go aligned with it, come one hand in hand with the other, basically. People often think, I remember last year when I first came along, people always thought, I must be into older, rich, white men simply because I'm attracted to men who are white, and honestly, some of that is quite the opposite, especially the old part. I'm not attracted to old men. So to me, I just think I don't hold anything against anyone else's preference, or if it's different from mine, I don't really care. I don't judge people. If I mean, people are attracted to black men, I don't judge them for that at all. The only time I judge them is when they come for me. That's my only thing. It's most of the time, being someone who's attracted to other races, you find that people are always coming for you, for your attraction. And this comes in all races too. People always focusing on black men. It's not just black men, there's black women, there's um, black men, there's people of other races who have a big issue with black people and racially dating because they don't think that they are good enough as a race to, find a partner outside of their race. There's so many different people who will come for your preference when you don't prefer black men or black women because they see it as you being less than and basically being too big for your britches and basically putting your them trying to put you in your place, so-called place, basically, because they see black people as having an inferior place. And this applies to black men who do it to black women who do it to black women, black women who do it to black men, other races doing it to black men, other races doing it to black women, and so forth. I just, you know, I think there's so many layers to this, honestly, but I do find for me personally, people never really understand my outlook on it. And if you understood my motive has nothing to do with status of black men, success of black men, or monetary gain of black men. I have constantly said Nigerian American men, financially, academically, and in many ways are just more successful than white American men or black American men who have a long lineage here. And you do know I've shown my DNA results. Everyone can see racially I am similar to someone who is Nigerian descent. So it's not really got to do with anything to do with success. When I think of racially, who I'm similar to, it's Nigerian people. So, I mean, like, if I was to see it that way, I would basically see, um, I wouldn't see men of my own race basically as less than on an academic level. It's for me purely physical. I don't see them as not being able to garner success or garner resources or anything of that nature. It seems like they can do that actually more than white American men can. But that's not my point. That's not my reason. My reason is just the fact that I'm attracted to white men. And if you understand that I am not really the type that's hypergamous, you understand that, okay, you have to ask yourself, why do I do it if I don't really believe in going for a man for his resources? If I'm the type that is actually just interested in the men I'm attracted to and who I can get along with, and who I feel is a perfect fit for me, that is going to be much more focused on white men, you know. And that's just purely my attraction based off of my environment. Basically, most of the people in society are white men of men. So it makes sense to be attracted to them physically, and it makes sense emotionally too, to some extent. In a cultural sense, I wasn't raised with the Nigerian culture, I wasn't raised with a different culture than a white American. I mean, since I have a long history in America. So, to me, I mean, that is a major reason for me why my preference is the way it is. And I feel like people don't really understand that because they don't realize, for me, I do have some ideas that are in common with what people call pygmies. I don't have anything against those people. Only thing I have an issue with is when people get jealous and angry of hypergamous people or sugar babies. I mean, if you want to be one, but no need to hate. But on the fundamental ideas, I have nothing against it. And I happen to be attracted to men outside of my race, but that has nothing to do with resources or class or status. The things that people talk about with black men and why they don't like them or aren't interested in them and having to do with more hypergamy, I'm not going to relate to. So when people talk about, oh, this sounds like it's more pick me, well, that's because that's my perspective. But also, my perspective is just not to have any interest in black men. So you can't think every woman who is not interested in black men is just thinking about money. Some of us actually naturally are just not attracted to black men and are attracted to the majority of men, which are white men. So that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment down below what you think. Have a great day, guys. Bye.